of irons. So if you can't see in the back, this is an iron, and these are woods.
They're not made out of wood.
They used
They're
to
made
be.
out of iron. So,
so here's a wood.
Sense.
Here's an iron. Use different clubs because they go different distances. So basically, the more angle the club has, it's called loft. It's flatter to the ground. The ball will go higher, and therefore it'll go shorter distances. So the flatter the club is, the farther the ball will go. So the wood is the flattest club. As you see, it's pretty much perpendicular to the ground. And then irons they have just more angle, so they're going to go higher. So that's the idea. The bigger number your iron is, the shorter it goes. So if you have a 9 iron, that's going to go shorter than a 3 iron. That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
And then you also have a putter that's totally flat, and you use that once you get onto the green, which is the really short grass, and use the putter to putt it into the hole.
So when you start out, every hole begins, you'll see markers. There'll be a specific color. For you guys, they'll be red. Those are typically the markers for where the ladies play. When you tee off, you actually it's the only opportunity you get to put your ball on a tee. The rest of the time, when you're playing on the hole, if you find it in kind of a hole, you have to play it out of a hole. If it's sitting up on grass, then you're lucky. But the first time when you start every hole, you get to put the ball up on a tee like this. And you're going to want to tee it up so it's maybe an inch, inch and a half off the ground. It's easier to hit that way. And when you're doing this, for most holes, you're going to be hitting the driver. It's the longest club, it has the biggest club head, and it's going to go the farthest. So at this point, you're not worried about trying to hit it any specific distance. You're just trying to get it out there as far as you can. So you use this to start off every single hole. And then after that, you'll play until you get to the green, which has a flag, and the grass is extremely short. You'll be able to tell, when you see it, you'll know, is the best way to put it.
Sure.
There are bunkers, which are sand traps positioned around the course. You don't want to go in those. It's hard to hit out of them. Once you're in there, you actually want to hit under the ball. You're trying to actually hit the ball when you're playing golf. When you're a sand trap, you actually want to hit behind it because of the sand. You can't touch your club to the ground. You kind of have to hover it over the sand when you're in a sand trap. Obviously, you want to stay away from them. They're called traps because they're bad. A scramble is the format that we're playing today. So when you're playing golf, in general, the point is to get the ball in the hole in the fewest amount of strokes possible. There's a lot of different formats you can play when you're playing in a tournament, though, and when you're on a team. So today, the people that you're playing with are your teammates. I think there are going to be 3 or 4 of you per team. The way a scramble works, it's actually really simple. You'll all tee off, and you all hit off a tee your first shot on the hole. Between the 3 or 4 of you, you pick the best one. Everybody then goes to that ball and hits the second shot from where that ball finished. You pick your best one from there, and so on and so on and so on. The point is you can actually score really low because you're essentially getting 4 shots and everything, and you're just picking the best one. So if 2 of you hit in the water and one hits in the woods and one hits it dead down the middle, you're in good shape because you can pick the one that went dead down the middle and just play from where that ball went. So that's the format that you're playing today.
Are you playing basketball, again, for all 4 or for each team?
So for the people that you're playing with are your team, essentially.
Okay.
4.
Should even go into best ball versus Scramble?
No.
Yeah.
And you guys will each have carts, so it'll be 2. Did you say that already?
I did not.
So 2 people in a cart. So each of you guys, so it'll be a team of 4 of you that'll be going out, and you'll be playing.
I always want to drive a go-kart.
The scramble, whichever is the furthest hit ball.
Yeah. So essentially, you're only going to have 1 score for the people you're playing with. You come out with 1 number that is your team's score for that hole.
Just to be a little more explicit. You all hit a tee shot, and then you literally pick up 3 of the balls that you don't want to hit, and you all drop at the exact same spot on the hole, and then hit the next 4 shots from there, and you do the same thing. So, you actually pick up all those balls, and you meet at whatever the best drive is, and then you hit another 4 shots from there. So,